Hey guys, so last week we presented our value speech, and in our value speech we spoke about a specific value that we've learned in school and how we practice it and how we plan to practice it in the future. For me, I did lifelong learning, and with lifelong learning, it's about how the stuff we learn in school can be very valuable to us in the future and how we'll always be learning for the rest of our lives. I found the speech to be very somewhat difficult because with this speech we had to include an audience, and even though it was only a small audience of 3 people, I found it really difficult even though it was just my friends and family. Even though these were people that I have conversations with every single day, naturally, without even thinking about it, the idea of presenting in front of them just added a whole new element of anxiety to me, and it just felt like I was being judged. Even though I knew these were people that wanted the best for me and were doing whatever they could to help me, the thought of a new set of eyes watching you as you present made it a lot more difficult to present in front of them. As I reviewed the footage of my speech, I noticed a couple things that I was able to improve on in the future. One of those things is eye contact. And with eye contact, I just realized that I was really confused on if I was supposed to look at my audience or if I was supposed to look at the camera or even my note card. And I'm looking at all 3 of these things back and forth, and it just wasn't very natural. It was looking like I was going up, down, like I don't even know anymore. So with that, I felt like I can really improve on that and make sure my eyes are directly right at the camera or at my audience. A second thing is a form of nonverbal communication. And for example, with that is your hand gestures. I'm trying to make sure that my hand gestures are more natural. They don't look very forced, because if you're forcing your hand gestures, it just doesn't really look like you're really speaking as a normal person. You're just being really weird. A second form of nonverbal communication is facial expression. And with that just comes with putting more emotion into your speech. And when you put more emotion and facial expressions into your speech, it just looks like you're really speaking to your audience and it's not a very forced type of presentation. A way I can improve on all of this is to make sure I do these 3 steps. And that's to not procrastinate, be organized and prepared, and to make sure I practice often. And doing all this, there's a purpose to all of it, and that's just to make sure I'm adding more emotion to my speech, making my speech more natural, and make it really seem like I'm speaking to my audience and not just like an indirect way. Overall, I feel like practicing these can improve my speech and my public speaking abilities. Thank you.